Just come watch. So the name of this pose is Parivrtta Trikonasana, revolve triangle. So watch. Now I'm going to come into the pose. I'll be doing it twice. So it's like Trikonasana, except now I'm revolving my torso. Okay. Let me show you again from the other side with a little more detail. Actually, I'm going to show you how we do the pose. So we're going to do it with the back foot at the wall for stability. Okay, so watch, I'm going to stand in Tadasana. I'm going to turn that left foot out a little bit, step the right foot away, and have the block on the outside of my heel. Watch as I reach up, my thighs press back as I lengthen my torso forward and revolve. We're going to work this pose the first time with hand on the hip. Okay, watch as I come up, press back into the back heel, reach through the back arm, and come on up. All right? Okay, so stand at the wall in Tadasana. All right, and now turn that back, turn the left foot out a little bit and step the right foot forward. Okay, have the block on the outside of the right foot. Okay, now look, be upright. Now look at your feet aligned heel to heel. And now revolve that back hip forward so the torso is facing this way. Press through that outer back heel, lift the arch of the back heel, or the back foot up. Okay. With that front foot, press the inner foot down. Now draw strongly up, outer knee, outer hip. Draw the outer hips in towards each other. That's part of your stability. Feel that action of the hips moving in. Inhale, raise the left arm up. Reach the whole left side. Exhale. Reach forward, take the hand onto the block, and now begin to revolve the torso towards the front of the room. Press the thighs back, lengthen the side waist forward, and turn. Okay, keep pressing through that front foot. Draw up, outer knee, outer hip, and move it into the center line. Okay, to come up, press through the back heel, reach back through the top arm, and revolve the other way. Good. Okay, step the feet together. Be in Tadasana. Okay, have the block now on the left side of the mat. Okay, and now step that left foot forward. Turn that right foot in slightly. Look at your feet aligned heel to heel. Okay, now press into the back heel. Remember, that's what helps the stability in the pose. Roll that back hip forward. Okay, with that front foot, press the inner foot down. Draw up, outer knee, outer hip. Pull that, pull up through that front leg and roll that hip back. Front hip moves back. Okay, inhale, raise that right arm up, stretch up, lengthen the right side. Exhale, reach forward, pin the hips towards each other as you come forward. Okay, and now lengthen the torso as you press the thighs back and begin to revolve towards the back of the room, towards me. Okay, keep pressing the inner foot down and then draw up, outer knee, outer hip. Pull the outer knee, outer hip back. And lengthen the side waist. Okay, to come up, reach through the back arm, press through the back heel, and then revolve back up. Okay, come watch. So come forward so you can see. So watch as what's happening here is I'm seeing this back hip is not drawing into the center line. And so I want this alignment, ankle, knee, hip, pulls into the center line. As I lengthen forward, And then the crown of my head is also in line here, so it's not reaching over, okay? So I lengthen here, pull back here, and turn, okay? And then this time we'll try to take the top arm up, all right? Okay, so again, come to the wall, stand in Tadasana, back to the wall. Okay, just take a moment, feel the shoulder blades moving into the back body. All right, take that the left foot to the wall, turn it slightly out and step the right foot forward. Okay, have the block on the outside of that front foot. Now, press that outer back heel into the wall. Really feel that action as you roll the hip forward. Okay, with that front leg now, remember pressing into that inner foot, drawing up, ankle, knee, hip in line, pull it into the center line. Squeeze the hips towards each other. Inhale, raise that left arm up, lengthen the whole left side. Exhale, reach forward. Take the hand onto the block. Press the thighs back, and then start to turn towards me. Okay? And now, if you keep drawing that outer hip into the center line, and then can you take that top arm up? And as you do that, turn the torso. Pin the shoulder blade into the back to revolve the torso. Better. Lengthen through the crown of the head as you press the thighs back. Yeah. Okay. And then to come up, press through the back heel, reach back through the top arm, come on up. All right. Change sides. Stand back at the wall. And this time we're going to turn that right foot slightly out. Step the left foot forward. Align heel to heel. Draw the hips, or bring that back hip forward. Pin the outer hips in towards each other. Press the inner foot down and get that action. Ankle, knee, hip in line, drawing in towards the center line. Inhale, raise that right arm. Stretch the right side. Exhale, as you reach forward, press the thighs back. Take the hand onto the block. And now begin to turn. Revolve the abdomen, revolve the chest, revolve the torso towards the back of the room. And if you can, take the top arm up. Keep pinning that outer hip in towards the center line. Get that action of the alignment of the back leg. And now can you turn? Can you keep the head in line with that back hip? Good. To come up, press through the back heel, reach through the top arm, and come on up. Turn the feet back to parallel, step or jump the feet together. Good. Next pose, Parivrtta Ardha Chandrasana. I'm going to show this again twice. So again, this is like Ardha Chandrasana, but now I'm revolving my torso. Okay? Okay, from the other side, let me show you. So this time the block goes onto the inside of the foot to start. Like in Parivrtta Trikonasana, inside though. Watch is just like in Ardha Chandrasana. I bend the front knee, take the block in front of the front foot, and I stretch the crown of the head and the aerial leg away from each other as I straighten the standing leg. We'll be working again, this time with hand on the head. And I turn my torso. Okay, to come out, come back to Parivrtta Trikonasana, and revolve out. Okay? So let's move the mats. Let's move it all the way towards this side of the room, and then we'll have to move them back. And you can move them this way, so I have some room in the back a little bit. I thought we were using this way. Okay, so turn to front of the room. Face the front of the room. Have the two blocks on either side of your mat. Okay. All right. So from Tadasana, bring the fingertips together, bend the knees, jump the feet apart. And take the hands on the hips now. Turn that right thigh out. Turn the left foot in. So now you're facing the back of the room, the window side of the room. Okay, now have the block inside of the front foot. Okay. Okay, so like Parivrita Trikonasana, we're going to draw that back hip forward as we pin the outer back foot down and strongly draw up to the outer knee, outer hip, and pin that in. Draw the hips towards each other. This is the same action we just did, and it's for our stability in the standing in the one-legged pose. All right, inhale. Raise that left arm up. Exhale. Reach forward. Take the hand onto the block. Okay, now bend the forward leg. Take the block in front of the big toe bone. Shift the weight forward and lift the back leg up. Okay. And now as you do that, begin to turn towards the back of the room, towards me. Keep drawing up outer knee, outer hip of the front leg and reaching back through that back heel. As you lift the inner thigh and inner knee up, cut that hip down. Lifted leg, good, that's it. Okay, now to come out, bend the forward knee, reach back, come back into Parivrita Trikonasana, and then press through that back heel, reach through the top arm and come on out. Okay, change sides, you're going to have to move the mats back this way, so we have room. Don't be right at the wall, because you don't want to hit the wall. Okay, stand. You can have the block to that left-hand side. Okay, turn and face this way. Tadasana, fingertips together. Take a breath. Bend the knees, jump the feet up. Take the hands on the hips. Now, turn that back foot in. Turn that left foot out so you're facing the rope wall. Have the block on the inside of that front foot. Press through that back heel. Reach through the top arm with that right arm. Exhale, come forward. Bend the knee. Step, shift the weight forward as you lift the back leg. As you lift the back leg, reach through the heel, reach through the crown of the head, and then begin to turn to the back of the room. Okay. Now turn towards me. Lift the inner knee, lift the inner thigh as you roll the hip down. Good, Dave. Now can you draw the leg into the center line? Okay, bend the front knee, reach back, and then press to the back heel and come on up. Okay, watch how we're going to work. So two things. We're going to use the blocks for a little more stability. So you can take the blocks like this. We're going to come up this way, and what I'm seeing is, if I show you this way, when I turn, this leg is going out to the side here, and I want you to draw it in to the center line. Can you see what I'm doing here?
Yes.
Okay. So what we'll do is we'll take our hands on the blocks, stretch back, get our stability here as I lift up here, cut the hip down, bring the inner thighs towards each other, and then we'll begin to turn. We'll take our hand off the block. And if you feel like you can take the top arm up. Okay? It's one way to work so that we can start with a little more balance. Okay. So take two blocks and have them to the front of the room, in front of your mat. All right. And then we'll jump our feet apart. So fingertips together, jump the feet wide. Okay, turn that right thigh out, turn the left foot hips are now facing the rope wall. All right. Stabilize that outer back heel, press it down, strongly draw up, outer knee, outer hip, pin that in. Feel the inner thighs drawing towards each other. Get that feeling, inner thighs connected. Okay. Inhale, so actually exhale, bend forward from the hips, take both hands onto the blocks. All right, we're going to bend the forward leg, reach the blocks in front, and now lift the back leg up. Now, get the stability and get the action of the leg. Bring the leg to the center line, and as you lift the inner knee, lift the inner thigh up, roll the hip down. Stretch through the heel, reach through the crown of the head. Okay, now, begin to revolve towards the front of the room. You can take that, press the left hand down and take the right hand onto the hip and begin to turn towards me. Okay? Keep the inner thighs moving in towards each other. Oops, did I have you the wrong way? I do. Oh. Sorry, my fault. So turn to the back. All right, and turn to the back of the room. That's it. All right. Bring that leg to the center line. Feel the inner thighs moving towards each other. Okay, now to come out, reach through the back leg, come back to reach to Trikonasana, to take the block back, and then reach back through that back arm and come on out. Okay, let's try the other side. All right, we can let's step into the pose this way. So we're going to come forward, and then we're going to lift. This time we're going to lift the right foot up, and then we're going to have that right foot down, right hand down as we turn. Okay? So
left foot up, right foot down. Correct.
We have
right foot up. Okay.
Right foot up, right hand down. Okay. Yeah. Okay. All right. So bend at the hips. Take the hands onto the blocks. We're just going to come this way. All right. Now lift the right leg up. So the left leg is down. The right leg comes up. All right. Behind you. Right. Okay. And now, take the left hand, first get the inner thighs moving towards each other. Okay? Yes, now roll the hip down as you lift the inner knee, lift the inner thigh up and press through that, reach through that inner heel as you press the crown of the head away from each other. Get your balance, draw the inner thighs towards each other, squeeze the outer hips in. Lengthen. Jenny, keep rolling the hip down as you lift the leg. Extend through the leg. Okay, now, keep that, take the hand right under the shoulders. And now, as you press through the right hand and draw up through the right arm, take the left hand onto the hip. Roll that back hip towards the wall behind you as you keep moving that inner thighs towards each other. Okay. And then to come out, bend the knee, reach back, and then come on up. Okay. Bring the feet together. Okay, that was 2 times, right?
Yes.
Both sides?
I think we have done the same side twice.
We did the same side twice. Okay, well, we're going to move on here. Okay, we're going to do Shirshasana. And which is headstand. So I want everybody to put the blocks to the side and take your mat and fold it into 4s. And then bring the mats so they're right in line with my mat here, right at the wall. Or not at the wall, but in front of the wall. So like this. You can just have a line here, okay? And then just watch. It's okay, just go down. Okay. Okay, so come walk watch to the side, so Shirshasana, headstand. So we're going to do this with a prep so that you can really feel the lift of the shoulders, and then when we come up, we'll be at the wall. So for the prep, we're going to be away from the wall. Okay, so watch, come close so you can really see. Interlace the fingers, like in Baddha-Kolasana, and my elbows now are right under my shoulders. So my forearms press down, so I have a strong base, so my wrists aren't rolling in or collapsing out. So I place the crown of the head down onto the floor, into the cup of my hands. And now watch as I press the forearms down, lift the upper arms into the sockets, and move the outer upper arms in towards each other to get the lift. Okay, now come around so you can see my back. So watch the lift again. Press down, lift the upper arms up, lift the shoulders up, and now watch as I walk in, I walk my feet towards the wall, I move the shoulders away from the wall. Can you see that? And I move the shoulders in and up as I move the shoulders away, my feet move in. Okay? Everybody see that? Good. Let's do it. So have the feet here, head here. And here, someone can be ice, you can reverse that. Okay. So interlace the fingers as in Baddha-Kolasana. Make a cup shape with your hands and have your elbows now right under the shoulders. Okay. Press the forearms down and get a good connection with extend the inner wrist so you really have a firm foundation with your forearms. Okay? And make sure that the wrists are stacked right on top of each other. All right, now place the crown of the head into the cup of the hands. And you can, have the fingers, the thumbs can just be next to each other, or if they cross, that's okay, slightly. All right, now press the forearms down, lift the upper arms up, and move them into the sockets. And so you can lift the shoulder blades, lift up, okay. Come on to the tops of the toes. Maintain the action of the arms as you press down, lift the shoulder blades up. Now as you walk in towards me, make the shoulder blades, lift the shoulder blades up away from the wall. Walk in, lift the shoulder blades up. Walk in, lift the shoulder blades up. Keep lifting. Good. Okay. Press the forearms down, lift the shoulders. Yes, okay. And then exhale, bend the knees and come down. Okay, good. Watch again now. May I use your mat? Okay. Everybody take their mats to the wall. So you can have the mat right at the wall. Okay, so watch. Again, you can watch me from the side. You can watch my legs as well. So we go through all the actions again. This time the hands are right at the wall. Crown of the head down, press through the forearms, lift the shoulder blades. Now, when I walk in, I walk my feet towards the wall, my shoulders move away from the wall as I lift the shoulder blades up, walk in, watch as I lift one leg, bend the other, and kick with that leg to come up. Okay, now watch. Press the arms down again, roll the thighs in as I reach up through the inner thighs. Tailbone moves in, buttocks away from the wall. Watch how I come down. I reach up through one leg, reach back through the other leg, take one leg down, the other leg down. I rest my forehead to come down. Okay? Your turn. Take a breath. It's okay. All right, so we'll go through all of the Instructions, interlace the fingers as in Badanguliasana. Make a cup shape with your hands. All right? Now, elbows right under the shoulders. Move your elbows in towards each other a little bit. Place the crown of the head down into that cup shape of your hands. Move your elbows slightly in. Okay. And now, press the forearms down, draw up through the upper arms, and pin the outer upper arms into the sockets. Okay, curl the toes under, lift the buttocks to the ceiling. Okay, now as you walk in, move the shoulder blades away from the wall. Walk in, move the shoulder blades away. Now, bend one leg and kick with the other to come up. Bend one leg and kick up. There you go. Roll the thighs in. Diane, you can just be at the wall. Take your legs to the wall. Roll the thighs in and reach up through the inner thighs. Good. Press down through the forearms. Bring the feet together. Take the buttocks away from the wall. Draw the tailbone in. Buttocks away from the wall. That's it. Okay, now to come down, reach up through one leg, take the other leg down, and then come down and rest. Good. So just rest for a moment. Breathe. Okay, and then you can't rest too long. Come on and take your mats and spread. Take the mats so they're facing this way and have your blocks nearby. And just have the blocks on either side of the mat. And then just watch. So this next pose is Urdhva Mukha Svanasana, upward facing dog. I'm going to show you from the side. Okay. Watch how we're going to work. We're going to take the toes, tuck the toes under, and watch as I reach strongly through the heels to lift my thighs off the floor, and then pin the shoulder blades in to lift the chest as I come up. Reach back through the heels. Chest moves forward and up. Okay? All right. So lie on your bellies, head facing towards the front of the room. Bring the hands alongside the rib cage. Okay, spread the fingers. Okay, tuck the toes under. So have the toes tucked under, Iris. Yeah. Okay, and now have the legs be hips width apart. Good. Roll the thighs, the backs of the thighs from inner to outer, and draw the tailbone down towards the floor. Okay, tuck the tailbone in. Move it in towards the body. Down towards the floor. Okay, now reach back through the heels. Maintain the action of the legs as you lift the shoulders away from the floor. Lift the head up. Just look forward. Okay, and pin the shoulder blades into the back. Now, press down through the hands like in downward facing dog and draw up through the arms. Now, bring the shoulder blades into the back body. Okay, now walk in, roll the upper arms from inner to outer, look forward, not up, press back through the heels, reach back through the heels, turn the upper arms. Okay, and then exhale, come on down. Everybody get take your 2 blocks. So watch how we're going to work this pose this way. So I want to see more lift in the chest, so I'm seeing a little bit of this, okay, as opposed to this. So we're going to work on blocks. Use the action of our arms, we can get more lift in the chest, so watch. I'm going to, as I press through the hands, draw up through my arms and lift the chest. Can you see how I can get more action in the upper body? Okay. So have the blocks on the mat in front. Take the hands, have the knees behind the hips. press the hands down into the blocks, draw up through the arms. Now, turn the upper arms from inner to outer, pin the shoulder blades into the back body. Good. All right, curl the toes under, and now lift the buttocks up and come forward as you draw the tailbone into the body, roll the thighs away from each other, reach back through the heels. Now, walk the feet towards the pelvis, and keep moving the shoulder blades in to get that lift of the chest. Draw the tailbone down and lift up. Good. Roll from the inner upper arms back. Take the inner upper arms and roll them up. Okay, and then exhale, come down. All right, and then come down and rest. All right. Okay, everybody get 3 blankets. We probably won't use them all, but just get them. Quickly. And then fold your blankets in half like this, and just have the blankets folded, and then just have one in front of the mat. The name of this pose is Baddha Konasana, so just watch. Watch as I, from Dandasana, watch as I press the heels into each other, lengthen the groins, and take the knees down towards the floor. Okay? To come out, help the legs out. Now we've done a lot of Rajasic poses, energetic poses. Now we're starting to slow down, calm down. So think of this as more of an inner surrendering pose. Okay, so sit on one blanket, and if you know you need more than one blanket in this pose, I know some of you do need more, you can take another blanket. Okay. All right, be in Dandasana, move the flesh away from the sit bones, and then take the one hand underneath the knee, pull it out to the side, and take the other hand onto the ankle and draw it in. Opposite leg, hand under, help the legs in towards the perineum. Okay, now, press the outer heels into each other. Take the hands alongside the hips. Okay? Okay. As you press the outer heels into each other, lengthen inner groin, inner knee, and take the knees down towards the floor. Bring the hands alongside, lift the side waist, roll the shoulders back, and move the shoulder blades into the back body. And then to come out, help the hand out by taking under the knee, help the legs away, take the hand on the legs and come out. Okay, this time we'll do the pose again. If your legs are releasing down, and you can get the lift in the side waist, you can then take the hands onto the feet and be upright. If you feel like you still need to, if you're rolling back, you can keep the hands behind. Okay? All right, so from Dandasana, take the hand underneath that right knee, pull it out to the side, take the ankle, pull the knee or the heel into the perineum. Opposite side. Bring the heels towards each other. Now, take the hands first alongside the hips and give a good lift to the side waist. Roll the shoulders back, pin the shoulder blades in. Okay. press the heels together, lengthen the inner groin to the inner knee, and draw the knees down. Now, if you can maintain the action of the side waist, you can take the hands onto the feet. Okay, keep lifting the side waist. You're doing well, but I actually would keep your hands here and then use that to surrender. Now, again, this is a pose about softening and surrendering. Can you release the inner groins? Soften the inner groins down. Move the shoulder blades into the back body. Okay. And then exhale to come out. Again, help the legs out by taking hold of the knee and one hand on the ankle. Help the legs out. Okay. One more pose. We're going to take now, get a chair, 3 blankets, a belt, and a block. We're going to do shoulder stand, but a variation of shoulder stand. So take the chairs to the wall. We're going to set up, so we're doing shoulder stand with the feet in halasana on the chair, coming into halasana. So now I'm going to set up here and you can follow me. Take your 3 blankets, rolled edge of the blankets facing the chair. And then fold the block over. Everybody get a belt if you haven't gotten a belt yet as well. So everybody have your setup like this. Make sure your rolled edges of the blanket cover the sticky mat. Okay, now watch as I show you the measurement, and then you can all do the measurement. You're going to have the chair against the wall. Sit with the buttocks on the edge of the sticky mat, so the outer hips are where your shoulders would be, okay? So, and then your feet come to the middle of the chair, all right? So everybody do that now. You can do that, it's okay. Okay, so adjust that now that you can have the feet in the middle of the chair. Okay. All right. Now take your belt and make a loop in your belt so that when you put it on your elbows, I just want to check this out now, so that when you put it on your elbows, your arms or shoulders move apart. So just turn, let me see, a little wider maybe. A little tighter.
I also need it wider.
You need it wider? Okay, that's fine.
There, okay.
And you know what? That's okay for you, just for first time around, yeah. Okay, so now watch. And have a block, Nancy, on the landing, and so you can straighten out the mat. Okay. So, Sarvangasana is shoulder stand. This is going to be Ekapada Sarvangasana, so just watch. Remember, in shoulder stand, we don't turn our heads ever once we're in the pose. Okay? So I come, place shoulders away from the 2 inches away from the edges of the mat. Turn the upper arms as I press the upper arms down. And I lift the thoracic spine. And then I come into halasana. Now this is where I put the belt on. Now watch as I lift the back ribs. Okay, come into shoulder stand. All right, now at the Pada one-legged shoulder stand, I'm gonna extend up through my one leg as I take the other leg halfway down. As I take the leg down, I reach through the leg, cut the outer hip up. Okay, and then come up, reach through this leg, we'll take the other leg down. Cut the outer hip up as I extend through the leg, come on up. And then we'll come down to Halasana, take the belts off, and roll down. Okay, so let's continue on, even though my timer went off. Thank you. Okay, so lie down on the blankets with the shoulders a couple inches away from the edge. Okay, and now just have the belt in your right hand. Okay, turn the upper arms away from each other, press the outer upper arms down, and lift the thoracic spine up. Now remember, once you come into the pose, don't turn your head, okay? Now, as you press the outer upper arms down, lift the thoracic spine, bend the knees, and swing the legs over and on into Halasana. Now, take the belt on, put it right above, get it above. Now, take your hands on the upper back and give a good lift. Is that too hard? Can you know what to hand? Don't use it if it's too hard on the shoulder. Okay, give a good lift to the back ribs. Okay, and now roll the buttocks towards the heels in Halasana. Now, take one leg up, and then take the other leg up into Sarvangasana. Support again the upper back. Good. Move the tailbone in as you roll the thighs in. Now, reach up through the inner legs. Now, find a point on the ceiling that your left toe points to. Glue the big toe to that as you reach through the right leg and take it down towards the chair. As you take or you don't have to take it to the chair. Take it halfway down. As you take the leg down, glue that foot up. Now, cut the outer hip up. Okay, inhale, take the leg up. Okay, roll the thighs in again. Now, take the hands, recreate your base, support. Okay, now, right foot, big toe to the ceiling. Take the left foot down towards the chair. Don't let that top leg move. Roll the thigh in, lift, cut the outer hip up. So keep lifting the outer hip. Don't take it down so far, we don't have a choice. Okay, all right, and then inhale, bring the legs up. Okay, roll the thighs in. Lift the back ribs again. Good, now exhale. Take one leg down to the chair. Take the other leg down. Take the belt off. Reach the arms overhead. Overhead, reach, look back, and slowly bend the knees and roll down. Okay, good. Now you can slide off, whatever, and lie comfortably, and you can